Hello friends, welcome to Data Makes It Work. I'm your host, Data. Well, that was Valentine's Day. And I know, didn't look like the kind of video that I was promising before. That's okay though, that's what this video is about. We're gonna take a little bit more of a deep dive into the technology behind this little project that I put together. So come with me, and let's take a look. So this is a little immersive experience that we threw together. We have a 98-inch 4K TV plugged into a computer, and then utilizing Unreal and the tools that it provides, we're creating a frustum which allows the screen to track in space where you are looking. Using the Kinect, we can track you in real time. Now, it doesn't have to be a Kinect. In fact, it can be as easy as a simple webcam. But for this particular build, we had a Kinect laying around, so we used it. After putting all of these pieces together, using TouchDesigner as your communicator into Unreal, connecting those pieces, you get this, a window that moves when you do. This is just using some of the tricks and technology that I've learned from the cinema world and putting them into a completely new context. Now, by putting all of these components together, you get a pretty crazy experience. And the best part about it is everything we're using, you have free access to today. Sure, we're using things like Kitbash for our virtual sets, but Unreal regularly gives away free sets, and there's a bunch of other resources that you could probably get a hold of to make what you're looking for as a background. However you prefer, as long as it works for the project you're doing. Perspective tracking. So through the Kinect, that signal is then tracked through a node through TouchDesigner that goes through OSC out with our IP, which would then run into Unreal, which can then get recognized as the encoder, which is what then allows us to see the whole system. We thought maybe you at home might want to try this thing. So everything that we use is all stuff that you can get your hands on. Everything from getting an Xbox Kinect, which you can probably get on a marketplace for pretty cheap nowadays. And then by utilizing software like TouchDesigner, we can track the person in space, calibrate where they are distant from the screen, and then utilizing the frustum, technology that was developed for virtual production, we can then track in that space as if they're looking from that perspective. By doing this in real time, to them, it feels like they're actually looking out the window to France. So here's how some of the tracking magic works. So we're using Unreal Engine as our template for the real-time graphic generator. And it already has a whole bunch of technology built into it to leverage from the virtual production side that allows us to be able to get where we want. Plus, it's free for you to get access to, which means you could do this at home. Now, is this useful? Sure. In fact, it's used all the time. Just look at places like Disney. I know, I didn't go into the deep dive and you actually nitty-gritty touch this thing, do that thing, this is how this all works. I mean, if you want to see that, subscribe, follow, share. Tell me in the comments below if this is something you'd like me to make a tutorial on. I'm Data, we'll talk to you later.